there everybody. Well, live again this morning, and it'll be interesting to see who comes on. And I've got a hot cup of coffee out here, and now the traffic's going to be noisy, typical. But anyway, that is what it is. So get this tablet all set up and we'll see who does come on here. And of course this tablet falls asleep again, as it always does, so bear with me on that. And as soon as I go live, I start to cough and nose starts to run and everything, so bear with me on that too, and I'm sorry about that. So seeing if we can get this thing up and running. And of course, got a cup of coffee out here while I'm out here as well. Yes, that's hot. But I've only put creamer in that, so that's how it is. Oh, and I might have to turn this hotspot on, so bear with me on that as well. So hotspot now on, that's why the tablet wouldn't work, so now we'll try again. So this thing now, hopefully connecting up to the internet. I do run a hotspot from my phone as I'm running live streams, so that I can connect to all my devices. So there's that, of course. So we'll see who's coming on. And hopefully this is connecting and we've got somebody who's come up here. Who wishes to say hello. Waiting for this thing. And it looks like we've got somebody on watching according to this, so please do come on and say hello. And it's great to see you. And we'll do a few shout outs a bit later on as we get some people coming on. And I'll just check my watch hours, and still fingers crossed that I can smash that out this week, but who knows. It's a bit of a lottery on that, when I'll smash those numbers out, and sooner rather than better. So currently, according to this, 3,736 watch hours. So that makes it 263 watch hours required. And I believe I might have got 100 watch hours since yesterday. So that's much appreciated, and it really does help me out. Those of you who are running my live streams, those of you who are coming onto my live streams, those of you who are running my playlists, I really appreciate that, and I thank you so much for that. I must get this up and I'll show you these watch hours. It's probably going to reflect in the screen here a bit, I think, so I mightn't show this screen so much today, because this one's much more reflective, and I might just show it on the little phone, because that doesn't reflect as much, although you don't get as big a view, I know. But anybody here, also, could you please, if you wish to support my channel, there is a link down below, a donation link, as well as an affiliate link for Jarvie Coffee, which I do get a piece out of those sales, and they're also selling their coffee at a discount through that link as well, so it won't cost you any more money. So just waiting to see who comes on and getting all these tabs up and running. And I must also do some shares and share this out so that I get somebody who comes on and they know that I'm running a live stream, because maybe a lot of people don't really get alerts, and alerts get buried, so they may not even know that I'm live. So I'll share this out. And anybody who wants to see this funny little clip again, do consider giving a dono, but you know, that's not necessary, and that's up to you. And I hope you can hear me, because I had the sound turned down here by the look of it, so I'll turn this sound up. Because I don't know, if I turn the sound down, does it also cut out the microphone? So anybody who's here watching, how's my video quality and sound quality? And I'll share this out just to make sure that people know that I'm here live. just posting a link to my YouTube community tab. And now I'll share this out to my Facebook page. And it would be lovely if we get some people coming on. So now getting this out there and seeing who comes on and making sure everything's being shared out and we get the maximum amount of viewers as possible. And then we'll start on a few shout outs once we've got everything shared out and once we've got some viewers. So I'll share this one out and hopefully we'll get some people coming on to view. My nose starting to trip again, so yeah, with me on that, and hopefully we can get this thing running properly and we can get some viewers. So of course, just waiting and see who's coming on. And hopefully everybody's enjoying the nature sounds and bird sounds here, and everybody's having a lovely evening or afternoon. And it would be great if we saw Dustin drop by, but it's probably getting pretty late in England, so we may not see him come by. It'd be great if we see Jocelyn of Hope for Life Walker drop by, but she's probably busy as well, so it could be a bit of an unknown who does come by here. And I just put my other phone on to charge, and hopefully that's about full, and I can put this main phone on to charge while I run my live stream as well. So I'll just go and check that and we'll see what's going on with that. And everybody, please do come by and say hello, and we'll run a few shout outs as well. And of course, whoever comes by here will get a shout out also. Oh, hi there, Todd. Great to see you, and thank you so much for coming by here. And I'll shout your channel out and run your link, as I know you're badly wanting some watch hours as well, so I'll just get your channel up and shout that out. And I know that I have a lot who come by and watch after the event, so please, if you come and watch after, do run the live chat and click on all the channel links that I share, and give those wonderful people some support and some love to their channels. That would be really much appreciated. So we have here Todd's channel. That's Todd's channel banner, so hopefully you all know what Todd's channel looks like, and please watch his videos in full, share out his videos, follow his channel, and give him plenty of thumbs up and nice comments. Yeah, thank you so much, Todd, and I really appreciate that. Oh wow, yeah, there's I think there's two different watch hours, and you need to actually have a look on the Creator Studio and click on monetization, because one will show your actual complete watch hours, you know, public and private, and you want to have a look at the monetization tab that shows public watch hours. And I'll get that up and I'll show you what that looks like on Creator Studio. I'll just run your channel link, and we see that Jim is here from Desert Fun for All. So hello Jim, and great to see you, and I appreciate you for coming by as well. So just running your channel link now, Todd. Yeah, morning here, Jim. Just on 8:39 AM. So the day is only just starting here, I guess you could say. But I'd say, Todd, the one that you look at on the computer, it's probably what your actual public watch hours are. Because I'm showing it's a different amount on mine as well, what it shows in the YouTube app compared to what it shows on Creator Studio. So we have here, this is Creator Studio, and to get that up, you click on my channel and then I think it's manage channel, and on the side here you have a menu up this side here, and there's a $sign, and you click on the $sign and that will bring your actual public watch hours up. And that's what this looks like. And it says here, and it's got like half a circle with, you know, looks a bit like a speedometer or a gasoline gauge in your car or something like that. And it has like a blue marker that goes around the circle for how many watch hours you have. And it says 1,060 subscribers. It just sort of gives a rough number in the tens or whatever on that. And then on the other side, 3,736 public watch hours, 4,000 required. And if you click on the information, what counts as public watch hours? And it says only valid watch hours from currently public videos count towards YouTube partner program eligibility. And it says under that, videos played from the stories and short video shelf or as part of ad campaigns are not included for YPP eligibility. And for me it's saying last updated May 30, 2021, so that sort of gives the information on that for anybody who doesn't know. Yeah, sorry about that, Todd, and we'll get a few people to run your playlists, and I'll run your playlists on a couple of devices overnight, and hopefully that will help things along for you. So I'll do that for you and try and help boost your watch hours up. If it's running on two different devices and two different accounts, well, you know, if I run for 10 hours, that should give you 20 hours, for example. So we'll get a few people to do that and help you out that way, Todd, and hopefully you can boost those hours up. And also, you don't want to delete any video for that reason, even if the video really sucks or really bombs or you don't like the video. You want to keep that video public and not make it private and not delete it, or you'll actually lose whatever watch hours you get on that video as soon as you make that video private. And also on the computer, when you open somebody's channel, there is an option I'll just click on videos and show you on your channel, Todd. Videos, and under here, like under where you've got your picture, you probably can't see it now, but there's an option there, uploads and play all. So if you just click on play all for anybody who's watching and want to help somebody else out, that will play all the videos that the creator has uploaded. So you know, if you don't want to keep loading up playlists, and if somebody doesn't have a playlist of all their videos, or you know, much of their playlists, you can just click on play all if you're running from a computer. Yeah, thank you, Todd. Oh, Henry. Hello, Henry. Thank you for coming by and watching. And I'll just go and I'll plug this main phone that I'm filming into the power bank and keep that juiced up. Otherwise, we'll grind to a halt. So, seeing if I can get this thing plugged in and get it juiced up, and so we don't grind to a halt or anything silly like that. And I'll get this little device up and running, and you know, hopefully we can do some shout outs as well. So it'd be lovely if somebody could share this out as well, and we get a few more people here. Oh dear, looking at this, I've spelled shout outs wrong, so Arielle-Viking. Maybe I'll change the title later, maybe not. But it does really help if you make sure that you never delete a video, even if it really sucks, because if you delete the video, you'll lose the watch time that you gained on that video. I mean, if you uploaded the video 12 months ago and nobody's watched it for 12 months, then you could delete it or make it private and it's not going to have any impact. But one that's been watched within the last 12 months, you want to keep that one public or you will lose it. So there's that to consider. And I'll just see if I can find Henry's channel, and we'll give Henry a shout out as well. So just getting this up, and I've got to check that I'm spelling your name correctly, Henry, so that I can find your channel. Thank you, Jim, for doing that. So we just seeing if I can get Henry's channel up and give Henry a shout out. Oh, I can't find you there, Henry. I've probably spelt your name wrong, I think. Oh good, here we go, we've got you now here, Henry. So I'll run your link and we'll get your channel up. So we have here Henry's channel. So everybody please check out Henry and give his channel some love. And I'll just run Henry's channel link. And please watch his videos in full and give him plenty of thumbs up and nice comments, as well as following his channel and helping him out. So I'll get Henry's channel link up. Oh, this thing giving me grief again, as it always does. And then I'll go and I'll see everybody's messages, as it's a bit hard to read them on this device. So I've just run Henry's channel link. Rockwin 485. Hello, how are you? And I'm here currently situated in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. So just coming up to winter here. So I've just run Henry's channel link, so everybody please check out Henry's channel and give his channel some love. And thank you, Henry. Yeah, it is a beautiful view. This view is probably the best feature of this property where I'm currently living. Oh, good God, no, Jim, I don't box with kangaroos. They can be quite dangerous, I've heard. So I've never been up close to a live kangaroo, except seeing one in a zoo, to tell you the truth. And I certainly don't want to box with them, because a big kangaroo can grow to being even well over 6 foot in height. So, you know, they're bigger than me. So I certainly wouldn't, I wouldn't box with one of those. And, you know, I've heard that the big reds can grow well over 6 foot, so, you know, they sound sort of quite scary. And they have been known that they'll sort of stand on their tail, and they can even attack you with their back legs, which their back legs are very, very, very strong, and they're actually capable of disemboweling a person. So you don't want to get close to them. Oh yes, I've got a video that I started to make, and I'd mistakenly didn't film all of it, so I've got to, I don't know what happened there. I've got to remake that, an actual challenge that Dustin set me to eat kangaroo. So I've got to get some more kangaroo burgers and refilm that one. Excuse me. And I've found that I've tried kangaroo steak once and it was very tough, but apparently you've got to cook it very quick and don't overcook it, and cook it like medium rare or something like that, or it will go tough very quickly. That's one big thing I've found. So and one big thing that I've heard, and as far as what the kangaroo burger tasted like, it actually tasted a lot like beef burgers with just a slight gamey taste to it. It was actually not too bad. And I'm not sure where you'd find it, Jim. You'd probably have to go to like a specialist butcher who sells game meat, and you might find it there. And I know that you do have a number of butchers that do sell game meat, so I'd check those butchers out. And I've got to do another cook up and taste of venison. I had some and I didn't film it because it was so nice. You know, I wanted to try it. It was so nice that I didn't get to film it. And I hadn't had venison for years, so I mean, I do know what it tastes like and I know how delicious it is, but I've got to get some more. Good excuse to go and buy some more and film up a cook up of that. And you know, as rarely as I get it, I'd have to say venison is one of my favourites. It's really quite delicious, to tell you the truth. So who else do we have here with us? Rockwin 485, is that your channel? You're still with us? I'll get your channel link up and we'll give you a shout out. Hopefully I can find it. We do really need Jocelyn here because she's best at finding these channels. So we have Rockwin 485 channel here, and I'll just click on your red button there and we'll give you a shout out. And we'll run your channel link. And thank you so much for coming by and watching. Now, seeing who we've got here. Oh, How to Garden. Hi there, great to see you here today, and thank you so much for coming here. And SD Mountain Man, howdy. Thank you so much for coming by today also. I really appreciate that. And I'll run your channel links, How to Garden and SD Mountain Man, and give you a shout out. So we'll get this to search properly. So we'll get your channel up and share out your channel. So we have here How to Garden, and I'll just share out your channel. And run your channel link, and everybody please check out How to Garden. Subscribe to their channel and watch their videos in full, and give plenty of thumbs up and nice comments. So running How to Garden channel link. Everybody please check out How to Garden and follow his channel. And now I'll get up SD's channel and run his channel link and give him a shout out as well. And a huge thank you for coming by here, and I hope I've got the right channel. I'll just bring up the link. And of course clicking your red button, as I hadn't been following you, so everybody please do the same and follow SD Mountain Man. Watch his videos in full and give him plenty of thumbs up and nice comments. And I'll definitely be watching your videos after this live stream as well. Yeah, you're most welcome. I'll just run your link and we'll give you a shout out and share out your channel. And I'll get my phone because I can see more of the messages here on my phone, so I'll get that out. And this sun's getting to a bit of a weird angle here at the moment, so bear with me on that. I might miss a few messages just due to the sun angle and it reflecting on all these screens that I can't read them, so do bear with me on that, and I apologise for that. Yeah, this coffee's getting half cold. And I'll have to go and get some more of that in a little while. But anyways, never mind. And I'll bring up another channel who I want to shout out today, and he's a really great supporter to my channel and watches as many of Arielle-Viking, my videos, as he can. So I'm going to give a shout out to Hunting Farmer. Dave has a really great channel, and a lot of his content is actually from trail cams, and he has quite a number of trail cams out, and he does reviews of different trail cams and really makes some wonderful trail cam capture videos and all the different animals. It's really quite interesting and wonderful, the different animals that he gets. And anybody who wants to get into trail cams, please do watch Dave's videos as well, because he does do quite a few how-tos with trail cams, also with hunting stands. He does reviews of different trail cams and different equipment as well, all to do with hunting. So a channel well worth checking out and following. So please do watch Dave's videos in full, follow his channel and give him plenty of nice comments and thumbs up also. And I'll run his channel link. Oh, that's great, Jim, thank you. And I'm sure they will appreciate that as well. So now running Dave's channel link, Hunting Farmer. And me, I'd love to have some trail cams as well, just at the bottom of this garden, as it would probably be quite interesting what creatures we'd see down here. So running Dave's channel link now, so please do check out his channel, Hunting Farmer, for a lot of interesting information about trail cams, hunting stands, also like information about hunting in general. And he does reviews on all sorts of different trail cams, from budget models to the expensive models. So, you know, you could find a trail cam recommendation for anybody of any sort of budget, so that's really great that he does do that. Yeah, I'm not sure if Dave's watching here today, but that's Dave's channel, and you know, some really great information, and you know, trail camps not just for like catching wildlife, but if you had something, you know, raiding your strawberries or raiding your tomatoes in the garden, you could always just check, you know, set up like a budget trail cam and just see what creature is coming and raiding your garden or making a mess in your garden as well. So, you know, many uses for those things. So who else do we have here? Just opening up everything just to get this message out. Oh right, can't ring the bell. Yeah, I don't know, Jim. I'd say Dustin's probably busy, and you know, the time difference. I'm not sure what time it is at the moment in England. I must Google that and I'll see what it is. It could be, you know, just difficult. Oh well, it's after midnight here. It's I mean, in London, it's 12:13 a.m. in England at the moment. So you know, the time, it's probably the time zone's just a bit crazy, and he's already asleep. And here, of course, it's 9:13 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, and quite pleasant out here at the moment. 52 degrees Fahrenheit, so a bit warmer than what my live streams over the weekend were. And I know one morning I sat out here and started my live stream and it was about 34 or 35 degrees Fahrenheit, so 52 is much easier to sit out here with the live stream, of course. Oh yes, he needs to move, yeah. Well, I need to move too, actually, to tell you the truth, Jim. This place under lockdown again, and of course while we're under lockdown I'll just keep running live streams every morning because there's nothing much else I can do, so I might as well do something useful, because you're not supposed to go out to the shops or anything. Not that many shops are open, only the supermarkets and pharmacies really. And it's all very gloomy and depressing at the mall or out on the streets anyway, to tell you the truth. And under these rules, I'm not even allowed to go out and run a live stream from the beach, because they don't see that as an essential, you know, sort of thing. And SD Mountain Man, my location here is Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. If you didn't sort of already know that and interested in that. But you know, my big dream is to get back to the United States, and I'd really love to live somewhere like Montana or something like that, because I love the mountains, and I'm not a great one on really hot weather anymore. Much more than 75 degrees, 80 degrees, and I'm finding it just too hot for me now. So the hot weather, it sort of bombs me out pretty quick nowadays, and not as easy to take. I just pick up this stylus that I dropped. I don't want to lose that thing, because that's actually quite a useful controller for my phone and filming. I can actually use that thing as a remote control, so I certainly don't want to lose that. And how long have I been running? I'll just have a look. I might have to go and refill my coffee very soon. 57 minutes, so just on an hour. So I might have to refill my coffee in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Oh, the cold burns you out, but mostly the shoveling. So would you say that shoveling snow burns you out in the winter? Is that right? And whereabouts are you, SD? Oh, you don't miss shoveling snow? I've been here 5 years, and I think once I move from here I'll be able to say I don't miss the burning sun, or you know, the extreme summers. And you know, the sun down here is really quite fierce and extreme in the summer, a very high UV rate, so I won't miss that. And I won't miss the dreary, dribbling, drizzly rain that we have here quite often either. And it's quite a nice week here, which is unusual. But often it just rains here, and it doesn't rain properly. It's just like misty rain that's very annoying. Oh yes, the edge of Iowa and Minnesota. So yes, I believe you can get some quite snowy winters where you are. And I love the snow, and especially like if it's the colder, drier snow as opposed to the very wet snow. You know, the real cold, dry snow, and you go out in it and you just brush it off and it's gone, and you stay far drier in that than what you do horrible misty rain with high humidity and you know, the cold, damp, mouldy air that you get down here in winter. It's not very nice, and it's not very comfortable. Yeah, I'm Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, so I'm half a world away from all of you, and most of my viewers and subscribers are in the USA, a lot in Canada as well, quite a few in England, and some in Europe. Virtually no subscribers here in this country. They're all most of them in the States and Canada. Oh yes, Jim, I remember you saying the other day on the live that you were going to Marion. And I remember you saying also, Jim, that you're originally from Illinois. And me, I've been down here 5 years, but I spent most of my life in Southeast Asia. I was a long time in Jakarta, Indonesia. I basically grew up there and then lived many years in Thailand and came here 5 years ago, and I just found I was quite disappointed when I came here, not being the friendly, relaxed country that it was that I visited in the 90s and early 2000s. So it's really been a disappointment, and I wish I went to the States instead. And my mother was actually Australian by birth, and my father from the USA, a serviceman, and he was from Montana. And of course, my background, I've done a DNA test, and mostly Scandinavian, so that explains the Viking in my channel name. And my background, yeah, I guess you could say USA, Scandinavia. I've never lived in the US, but I've been a couple of times to visit, and I really loved it. You know, probably spent like a month each time when I went to the USA. East Coast and West Coast, LA and New York. Sort of got out in California and got out in New York State, but didn't sort of see much of the rest of the country because so much to see. And I really loved the States when I did visit, and you know, I could quite easily live in the States, and I even had some fun times of going hunting with some friends, and you know, shooting shotguns and rifles and things. So I really enjoyed the hunting bit, and being allowed to do that, as opposed to this country where it's very difficult to get a gun license, very difficult to get hunting licenses, and almost impossible to do those two pastimes unless you're lucky enough to own a farm or something in this country. And you know, going out and having a bit of a hunt and a shot was really, you know, really great fun. I've never shot at anything sort of big. It's only been small things like rabbits and foxes and ducks and that sort of thing, but you know, something that I'd really love to take up again. I must get some fishing gear and do some fishing here. Once I get, you know, a bit more cash, I'll be buying a fishing pole and buying a fishing license, and hopefully, if I'm lucky, I could even film a catch and cook. Oh yes, so you've had fun, SD, meeting people, and you didn't know how many are right here at SD or close. So what does the SD stand for? Yeah, it would be cool. Oh, how to garden. Bye bye, and thank you so much for coming by and watching. I really appreciate that. Oh, well, Jim, you haven't met anybody just around you who does bushcraft. Wow. And I don't know anybody around here who does bushcraft just close to me either, but I don't really... Oh, yes, South Dakota, the state. Yeah, wow. I don't really know anybody who does bushcraft here, or I don't know anybody who does anything interesting here, and I don't really have that many friends here, to tell you the truth. All my real friends are in the States or Canada or Southeast Asia, to tell you the truth. But, you know, that's what it is. And, you know, there's a few woods out here, and I do get out in the woods for a hike, but, you know, a lot of the local hobos have set up home in the woods around here, so one has to be a bit careful. And I'm just going to run up here quickly and make myself another coffee, so I'll be back, and in about 4 minutes, I guess, because I'll just microwave up some hot water and put some 3-in-1 coffee in this time. I can run a clip here if you want, or would you just rather look at the background and listen to the birds? Yeah, that would be great if you could get together with Dustin sometime, Jim. Oh, that sounds interesting, SD, so I should ask you what your name is instead of calling you SD. And my name is Arielle, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know. And yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with Bushcraft Tools channel, SD, but Dustin has a really great channel, and he actually comes by on my live streams from time to time when he can. Oh yes, the channel name Bushcraft Tools, that's right. And Jim, I don't know, could you run Dustin's channel link on here, please? And if you don't know how, I'll run it when I get back with my coffee anyways. Bushcraft Tools, it's all just one word. There may be another channel by that name, I don't know, but Dustin's channel, Dustin's actually located in England, and he has about 90,000 followers on his channel, so one of the larger channels around. And his good friends, I don't know if you know Mike from TA Outdoors. He's good friends with Mike from TA Outdoors, so you may be familiar with Mike. I think his channel's like about 1.5 million or something, so a really large channel. Oh, Scott, great to meet you, Scott. Oh, yes, you came over from Tom. I love Tom's channel. East Grand Woodsman, he's a really great channel, and I love his new property that he bought as well, that he just swapped a boat for. That's just so awesome. And I'll just go and refill my coffee, and I'll just be back in a couple of minutes. This time of morning, I've got to have my coffee. I'm like Tom, I like everybody to come and join me for a cup of coffee during the live stream, so I better go and refill this. So another cup of coffee here, so all good there, and I'll just see what I've missed. Oh, hi there, Echo. Great to see you here, and thank you for coming by. And thank you so much for running Dustin's channel link. That's much appreciated. And looks like Scott's saying you're going to go, oh, if you don't have to mow tomorrow, thinking you'll go and wet a line. Well, that sounds really great. And yeah, I haven't gone fishing for so long, and I want to take that up again. Yeah, well, I've heard walleye are really great fish. Catfish, I used to eat catfish quite often when I lived in Thailand. They used to marinate them in something and then grill them up over a charcoal barbecue, and you know, the whole catfish over charcoal was really great and really quite delicious. And I'd love to get hold of some again and cook them up over charcoal. And speaking of East Grand Woodsman or Tom, I'll get his channel link up as well, and we'll give Tom a shout out. For those who don't know Tom's channel. So, bringing up Tom's channel. Oh, the way this is reflecting, I don't know if you can see his channel banner, but I'll just bring up his link anyway and paste that into the live chat so everybody could check out Tom's channel. So just running Tom's channel link. Everybody who doesn't know Tom, please check out his channel and follow him and give his videos a full watch and plenty of thumbs up and nice comments. And Tom, I'm sure will appreciate that. And just tell him that Arielle sent you. And he'll know exactly who sent you across then. Oh yes, you love trout with butter in the middle, in the skillet. Yeah, that sounds really, really great, and I love trout that way. Or I also love smoked trout, and I must get a smoker and make it myself because it's very, very expensive to buy smoked trout here, and they're selling smoked trout in the supermarket for like about $10 a piece. And that's not a very big fish. He's probably like about that long, you know, I'm guessing, you know, about 8 inches long. So, you know, it'd be something I'd love to make myself. But I'd have to go to the mountains to actually go and catch them myself, because there's none around here. Yeah, thank you, Scott, and I really appreciate you coming by and watching. And I'll be watching some of your videos later on in the day once I've finished this live stream. Yeah, smoked fish, I love smoked fish. And you know, if I was somewhere where I could get eels, I love smoked eel and pickled eel. And it'd be interesting to hear if Tom's catching any eels. I know that he was building some eel traps, so that'll be interesting to hear if he's got onto any eels to smoke and to pickle. Yeah, that's interesting, smoking carp, yeah. And I'm sure smoking them, I know carp can be a bit muddy and, you know, they're full of small bones. I guess smoking the carp would sort of, you know, combat some of those issues with carp, wouldn't it? Yeah, well, thank you, Scott, and take care and have a great evening. And a big thank you for coming by here. I really appreciate it. And I'll be running another live about the same time tomorrow, so, well, you know, starting probably like about 2 hours before the current time tomorrow. So, you know, anybody who wants to come on, please do, and we'll be running some shout outs. And of course, tomorrow will be my usual Wednesday evening live stream, so hopefully we've got a few more coming on, because Wednesday evening's a usual time for my live streams. And you know, I've been running like a Wednesday live stream probably for the last 3 months or so, every week. So I definitely will be on again tomorrow, and just doing these extra live streams like today and that, because we're under lockdown here, and what else can I do? And I might as well just run a live and see who comes on, and boost my watch hours as well. And you know, of course, getting very close to the required watch hours to monetize this channel, so that's all really quite helpful. Yeah, I'd say that's true, that smoking carp would give it a more palatable flavour. So just having a look on this thing, what I've missed, and with other alerts, and this thing's fallen asleep again, so bear with me on that. Yeah, it sounds like this thing's fallen asleep, so that is what it is. Just having a look here, and I'll just make sure that I put some of your videos into my watch later list so that I catch up with those. And I do watch a lot of my videos, or what Arielle-Blue. I watch a lot of everybody's videos in the evening. I don't watch traditional TV. I watch mostly YouTube and occasionally a movie on Tubi or on Netflix. But I watch a lot of, you know, everybody's videos at night. Oh yes, Jim. Yeah, I heard them walking by, and you know, I think people are just getting sick of these restrictions here, and if they don't see the coppers, they're going to not wear the mask and you know, gather in longer groups or larger groups, and next thing there'll be helicopters flying around, and you know, they'll if they see a large group like that, they'll be sending their goons in to have a fine old time with them. Yeah, I think it's better, Jim, than the mainstream TV channels are just full of crap, and we all know what the news is like on mainstream TV. It's all just a propaganda exercise, and it's all, you know, fake news, so and censored stories. So, you know, I don't watch normal TV at all. I don't even have the antenna plugged into my TV from the roof. I don't want to watch it. You know, I don't want to be watching crap like Survivor or you know, all these reality TV shows. I'd rather watch real people on YouTube, you know, discussing different issues, or, you know, showing bushcraft or cooking or fishing, or, you know, whatever they like to do. Yeah, that's true, Jim. It is bloody garbage, yes, TV. And, you know, it's funny with all this social distancing and that, you know, they can still run their reality TV shows. They get an exemption to run those, so it really does make me wonder. And, you know, at the moment I think they're running another one of those renovation shows, and they don't actually show much real renovation. It's all about the fighting and the hating on each other, and you know, the bitchiness, and nothing about the actual renovation. And, you know, the same about the cooking shows. You know, My Kitchen Rules, or what's the other one? I forget. That's very little about the actual cooking, and it's all about the bitchiness and fighting amongst the other contestants. So that's all pretty sad. And you know, I much rather watch something that's actually entertaining or actually will teach me something, you know, instead of just watching rubbish, if you know what I mean. But anyway, that's what it is, I guess you could say. Oh, we both always make you hungry. Yeah, well, Dustin certainly does cook a lot of wonderful things out in the woods. Cooking good in the woods, for sure. And it was quite interesting, that Afghan pressure cooker that he had in the last video. And, you know, I did see that when on Mike's video as well. And it sounds like they had a really good night at the Roundhouse, and with the mead coming out as well as a few beers beforehand, it sounds like they had a really good evening. So just waiting to see who else comes online here today. That will be quite interesting. You know, since it not being my usual live stream day, the numbers are probably down a bit than normal. 13 thumbs up. Well, that's not too bad actually for a not usual live stream time. Oh yes, the new one that I ran a premiere last night, and I was really quite disappointed with that one. Not the video itself, but I think Karen came on nearly the end of my live stream, but other than that I had nobody viewing the premiere, and I'd actually like set the premiere so there would have been a countdown a day and a half before it went live. So that was really quite disappointing, waking up at 3 AM, you know, just so that I could be in the live chat for the premiere, and nobody coming on. So, you know, that was quite a disappointment. You know, all the work that went into that video, as you could imagine, a lot of work setting up to do that, and then, you know, I think it was like about 12 hours editing after that, and nobody came on, so that was really disappointing. Oh yes, that little pot that Dustin has, yeah, that's really cool. And he's got a lot of really cool little pots actually. If you remember that little Dutch oven that he had, that he cooked that cheese in, that was really cool and interesting too. And I'll always remember Amber getting into that cheese after that finished eating. That heard a noise, and there was Amber getting into the pot. That was really quite funny, and gave me a giggle. So who else do we have here watching today? We have Jim. I don't know who else is on at the moment. Maybe somebody else is letting this run as they cook their dinner or cook their supper. Oh, more people walking past along the walking trail. Yeah, I like cast iron, and I'd like to get some more cast iron too. I've only got a cast iron skillet at the moment. I'd love to get some cast iron saucepans and some cast iron Dutch ovens. Oh yes, Jim. Well, I only use like cast iron, or steel, or stainless steel. I don't use aluminum. I never cook in aluminum pots or anything like that. I just don't like aluminum. And that wok that I use, I don't know if that's cast iron, but it must be iron or steel, as it will rust. So and it's quite heavy for its size, so it may be cast iron as well. I'm not sure what that's made out of. But I'm not a real fan of aluminum cookware. I just I don't even use aluminum foil that often. I sometimes use it, but more often I'll just use it to seal off like a stainless steel baking dish or something as a lid, but not having the food actually touch that stuff. Oh yes, 8 skillets, 1 bean pot, a Dutch oven, and 4 cornbread pans. Wow, that's really cool. And I like cast iron just because of how it evenly transfers the heat. Whereas some of the other materials don't sort of transfer the heat sort of evenly. And a cast iron skillet is definitely better than any other skillet, just because of its thick base and how it transfers the heat right across the bottom, instead of you just getting like a hot spot where the flame is. Oh yes, for your hobo meals. Yeah, I don't often do hobo meals. I probably should do one time. And I know that some people are doing it like in parchment paper first, and then that maybe not work in a fire, but like if you're cooking them in the oven, just to get the food off of the aluminum foil, using like a layer, making an envelope or a package of parchment paper, and then wrapping the whole lot of that up in aluminum foil. So yeah, that's interesting, and I don't know if it's the case or not, but I've heard that aluminum builds up in the body and you know, can create a few ailments. So I try to avoid it as much as I can, or cooking in it as much as I can, or eating with it or whatever. So yeah, it looks like it's probably only you and me, Jim, at the moment. As I've got this running on a couple of devices, so that's probably counting as 2 viewers. So, you know, it'd be interesting if anybody else comes by here today or not. My housemate's doggy, she's barking at everybody walking along the walking trail, so that's quite funny. This sun is actually getting quite warm to sit out in. And 55 degrees here at the moment. And 4 past 10, so it looks like it'll be quite a nice day. And they're actually forecasting rain here, but overnight, but I don't think it rained. So maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow. Oh yeah, all cool, Jim, no problem. Yeah, phone calls come at any time, don't they? And you know, I guess a bit later on I'll film another cooking video and work on that one. Oh, 3 cast iron campfire pie makers. Yeah, that sounds great. So, you know, I will try and get 1 cooking video up a week. I don't think it's worth me trying to get 2 or 3 cooking videos up each week, because I don't really get the views, and you know, for the expense and the time that it takes to make them, it's I sort of wonder, oh, is it really worth doing? And you know, I know a lot of people will make very short food videos, don't really show much actual cooking, and they don't really explain anything, but you know, they seem to get a lot of views for that. But I sort of think, well, if I don't sort of put any real value in the video, like you know, showing the actual recipe or showing the techniques, or you know, explaining something, I just won't do it. I don't think that's, you know, worth my time to do. Yeah, thank you, Jim. You know, and I wonder if it's really, you know, really it might be the platform just not promoting those videos as I would like as well, and people not getting alerts for them. That could well be. And you know, of course, alerts do get rather buried if you sort of follow a number of channels. Oh yes, that's interesting, Jim. And yeah, I do show the recipe and you know the techniques for that reason, because I think if somebody watches a cooking video, well, obviously they'd want to actually make the food that's shown. So you know, I'm not going to just show the food and then not show how to make it. And I'd love if a few schools would, you know, share those videos with their, you know, with their students, their home economics students or cooking students. And, you know, that I show the cooking technique and the recipe and everything for those reasons as well. But it may be just that there's a real glut of cooking as well. You know, there's so many different food channels on YouTube that, you know, maybe there's just too much choice and mine gets relegated down the bottom. And, you know, I've noticed even like a lot of famous chefs and you know famous cooks, and you see their video on YouTube and they don't really show that much information about how to do something or why they do something. They're just sort of, you know, showing what they've cooked basically. But that's sort of been like cooking shows on TV as well, the same sort of thing. That they're not explaining the method or not showing the method very well and not explaining the why they do something. And not showing the actual recipe. Oh, the next Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, I've just got to make sure that I drop the F-bomb every so often during my cooking videos. But of course, you know, if I have a video where I'm dropping the F-bomb because something's gone wrong, well, I do set those at being 18 plus, so you know, I try to keep my cooking videos to be relatively family friendly. But you know, you might see like if I make a blooper video, well, you know, the F-bomb will come out in those. But you know, I don't even try to drop the F-bomb in these lives, although you know sometimes it does happen from time to time. Well, that's life, Jim, you know, yeah, it does, you know, slip out at times. I think we all use that word a bit more often than what some say we should. And you know, I remember when I was a little girl, my adoptress was always washing my mouth out with soap for cussing. But she never did that to her boys, you know. They could cuss or whatever they like, no problem. Yeah, I hope so, Jim. Oh, it'd be great to have a YouTube meetup in the States somewhere. And me being there, it would be really awesome. And you know, that's my dream, to live in the States, and my dream to actually live somewhere like Montana. I don't really want to live in a blue state, to tell you the truth. For my own good, I think it would have to be a red state. And you know, my own views sort of tend more towards the conservative side than the other side. So I think I'd have to live in a fairly red state, just for my own good. And you know, that's a big thing about this country. It's now very, very, very left wing. And you know, it's the whole country is very, very, very much leaning that direction. Oh yes, you ate so much soap as a kid that yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean on that, Jim. Yeah. Yes, a lot of cheating went on there. I know what you mean. You know, I can't sort of really elaborate too much, but those in that party, yeah, they're all bloody cheats. Cheats and thieves and communists and socialists and all sorts of trash, I know. And I can't sort of say that too much, or go into that too much, or we get bounced for that. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's other countries so much, or just people, you know, some people, because you know, nearly every country's government is nearly, you know, not too good either, to tell you the truth. And you know, the stuff that goes on in this country, you'd really be disgusted if you actually knew. And I'll post or I'll type out a channel that you should check out. And here's a news channel. And he shows a lot of what goes on here. And I'll just see if I can find his channel link. And you know, I know his channels having a lot of trouble at the moment and getting channel banned. Oh yes, it'd be great if we could do that. But if you watch this, you'll see the real news stories of what happens here and what happens here in Melbourne. So I'll just post that link, and you know, you'll see more of what really goes on here. Oh yes, that sounds like fun, Jim. And you know, and another channel I watch that I get worldwide news from, which of course Abby works for them, is Rebel News. So and I also watch, you know, the favourites like Newsmax. And you know, if I watch, you know, CNN or MSNBC, or sadly now Fox News has become pretty much the same. It's all just a lot of bullshit stories that you see on those. And really quite sad. And you know, your mainstream news networks here are all the same as well. And you know, you're seeing a lot of bullshit and no truth. And you know, I wish they'd get back to the days of just showing the news and, you know, showing all news stories and not putting their spin on it and their opinion on it, but just let the viewer make up, you know, his or her own mind, you know, without the spin, without the editorial opinion and all of that, but just the actual news story, and all news stories, not just one that's favourable to their opinion, if you know what I mean. And you know, just let the viewer make up their own mind. Oh yes, that's a good one, Jim. Yeah, well, you know, that's true. They are like assholes. Everybody's got one. And the media's ass stinks. I love that one. And you know, of course, worse than the media's ass is that of, you know, that cat weasel looking guy who runs Twitter, or you know, that funny looking sniper guy that looks like his mum dropped him on his head, that runs Facebook. I think you know who I mean. I'm sure his mum dropped him on his head when he was a baby. Oh, then you got that sniper looking guy in charge of a certain software company. You know, running those foundations that he does. Or, you know, that certain, what is he, an investor or a financier or or what have you, you know, the guy that looks like he's got ball bags under each eye. You're probably having a giggle at those observations. And, you know, sadly I can't sort of name those people, which is sad, but, you know, that's just how it is these days. Yes, Jim, actually I don't know if that guy's all there, to tell you the truth. You know, I think he might have got dementia even like 5 or 10 years ago. And, you know, realistically, the guy ought to be in a nursing home, to tell you the truth. And, you know, that commie bitch that's there and is really after his job. Need I say more? I mean, happy Memorial Day. I wondered about that, you know, if she just said, oh, have a happy weekend or a safe weekend, but, you know, in her position, she should have known better. I mean, I would have said, you know, have a auspicious Memorial Day, or, you know, try and find, you know, the best word that would show some respect and, you know, just reflect the actual sacrifice of, you know, all the people who Memorial Day is actually commemorating. But, you know, these guys never made it home, and, you know, died while serving the country, and it's not appropriate to sort of, you know, say have a happy day on the day that, you know, remembers their sacrifice. Oh, thanks, Jim. You're too kind saying I'm awesome. I'm just a sour old bitch, really. Jocelyn will say that too. Oh yes, Arielle is just a sour old bitch. Yeah, I know, Jim, but, you know, the PM of this country is pretty much the same. You know, the party that he's in, you know, they're so-called conservative, but they sold out to big business and the United Nations many years ago, really, and you know, they're all owned by somebody. But you know, I'm not a real big fan of constitutional monarchies, to tell you the truth. And you know, that family in charge is pretty much bloody rotten to the core. Yeah, I wonder if she's sleeping today or if she's just busy with her course and her study and couldn't get on. She might be doing like a class at the moment, or a Zoom class or something like that, or homework, and she just can't get on. That could be. Oh, she doesn't like us anymore, maybe. I'm sure she'd be on if she could be, though, Jim. I'm sure she would. And I'd say that she's just too busy to get on, but she'll be for sure to run this back later. Yeah, she probably will, Jim, yeah. It says there's 4 here watching, so she might even be running it, and then, yeah, she'll see what you said later, and yeah, you'll have to look out. I mean, I've got a couple of devices running with this running, so 2 of those is probably my channel. Yeah, everybody who comes here is really nice. That's so true. And I'm sure a lot of people will probably be running this later, you know, once they get a chance. And I'll be back tomorrow for my usual Wednesday evening live stream, so hopefully we see a few more people come by. Oh, thank you, Jim. You're too kind. And, you know, like Jocelyn said the other day, oh, I'm just a sour old bitch. And I mean, you know, we just joke about that sort of thing too, of course. Anyways, I probably should end today's live stream and think about my breakfast. I haven't had my breakfast yet, so you know, I probably should think of that. Yeah, you're too kind, Jim. I'm thinking, what will I have for breakfast? Maybe I'll have a couple of mandarins sitting around, so I might have, you know, that, I think. Yeah, thanks, Jim. Probably won't get up to much today because there's not much I can do, you know. And you know, I'd love to go out and make a live stream from out on the beach or whatever, or you know, film out there, but the wrong people see that, and that would be trouble too. Yeah, it would be fun, but it mightn't be real fun if I had a group of Gestapo descend onto me. So there's that. Yeah, that's the thing, Jim. You know, a lot of us would like to do certain things, but when you're running a YouTube channel, you just cannot do it. And you know, if you go and watch Arby's video from yesterday, you'll see what I mean. I'd love to go and have a look at one of those gatherings, but I can't go there because it's not safe to go at all. And you know, we're not talking about safety from the coop. We're talking about safety from, you know, some of the people observing. You know, like the live stream I did the other day where I sat out the other side of the creek. I couldn't do that while the lockdown's on. As you know, sitting out there doing a live stream just in that spot, I'm sure somebody would see, and with what goes on here, I'd be sure to be reported, sadly. And you know, there's a lot of reporting, or you know, reporting on others that happens here. Which is really, really sad, I know. Anyway, Jim, I should let you go, and you probably got to have your supper in a minute. So I'm going to wish you and anybody else who's watching now, and everybody who's been by here, a really great evening. Oh yes, too much drama in the world nowadays, that's so true. So yeah, I wish you all a great evening. Take care, God bless, and until next time, bye bye.